Vacation budget planning. Planning a vacation can be a fun experience, but it can also be stressful when you need to keep a budget in mind. It's easy to get carried away with planning all the fun activities and forget the financial aspect. But with careful planning, you can ensure a memorable vacation without breaking the bank. That's why I am going to share a step-by-step system for vacation budget planning that works, so you can have a good time and keep costs at a reasonable level. Understanding vacation costs. When planning a vacation, it's essential to consider the costs involved to ensure you stay within your budget. Here are some key factors to consider when understanding vacation costs. Accommodation. Accommodation costs will likely be your most significant expenses when traveling. Be sure to research and compare prices of hotel rooms, Airbnb options, and other vacation rentals to have a good idea of your options. Consider factors such as location, amenities, and other people's reviews when deciding. You might also consider alternative options such as camping or couchsurfing to save money. House sitting can be a great way to get free accommodations. You can become a house sitter with a company like Trusted House Sitters, connecting house owners with house sitters around the world. You can house sit in a new city or country and experience a new lifestyle, for example, living on a beach, staying in a mansion, etc. Transportation. Transportation costs can add up quickly, especially if you're flying or renting a car. Look for deals on flights and compare prices from different airlines. Consider taking public transportation or walking instead of rental cars. If you do choose a car rental, be sure to factor in gas and parking costs. Food and drinks. Expenses for food and drinks can also add up quickly while on vacation. Consider eating at local restaurants or cooking meals in your accommodation to save money. You could even visit a local farmer's market for cost-effective and healthy ingredients. A great way to save is to bring consumables from home to avoid buying them at higher prices while out and about. To make the meal planning process easier, you can use a meal planner spreadsheet. You'll want to save money on drinks by bringing a refillable water bottle. Activities. Tours, excursions, and entertainment can also add to your vacation costs. Look for deals and discounts on activities as well. Research and compare prices for activities you're interested in and consider free or low-cost options, such as hiking in national parks or visiting local museums. If you have a family membership, research into whether that membership includes free admission with partnered associations. For example, we have an Ontario Science Centre membership that has reciprocal agreements with over 300 science centres worldwide. With this Ontario Science Centre membership, we have already visited 4 other science centers for free in places we just so happen to be traveling to. Understanding the costs involved in each vacation aspect allows you to plan accordingly and stay within your budget. Setting a vacation budget. When planning a vacation, setting a budget is essential to ensure you don't overspend and have a financial burden. Here are some steps to help you set a vacation budget. Step 1. Determine your overall budget. The first step in setting a vacation budget is determining how much money you have available. Consider all your income, expenses, and any other financial obligations you have. This will give you a clear idea of how much money you can allocate towards your vacation. Step 2. Decide on the type of vacation you want. The type of vacation you want will significantly impact your budget. A luxury vacation will cost more than a budget-friendly trip, so it's essential to know the average vacation cost. Decide on the type of vacation you want and research its associated costs. This doesn't mean you have to avoid the popular destinations, however. Step 3. Break down your budget. Once you've determined your overall budget and the type of vacation you want, it's time to break down your trip budget. Allocate money towards transportation, accommodation, food, activities, and any other expenses you may have. Be sure to leave some wiggle room in case of unexpected expenses. Step 4. Look for ways to save money. There are many ways to save money on your family vacation. Consider traveling during the off-season, staying in budget-friendly accommodations, and cooking meals instead of eating out. Look for discounts on activities and attractions, and consider other means of getting around, such as using public transportation instead of renting a car. Following these steps, you can set a realistic vacation budget and enjoy your trip without worrying about overspending. Saving for the vacation. When planning for a vacation, one of the crucial things to consider is how to save enough money to cover all the expenses. Here are some tips to help you save money for your next vacation. Monthly savings plan. Creating a monthly savings plan is an excellent way to save for your vacation. Start by determining how much money you need for your vacation and divide it by the months you have left before your trip. This will give you a rough idea of how much you need to save each month to account for the trip costs. Opening a separate account specifically for your vacation savings is a great option to keep your funds from commingling. This will help you keep track of your progress and prevent you from dipping into your vacation fund for other expenses. If you find it challenging to save money every month, consider setting up automatic transfers from your primary account to your vacation account. This way, you won't have to remember to transfer money manually and will be less likely to spend the money elsewhere. You can use online banking to watch your balance or use a vacation budget planner. An excellent way to track your savings is to set up a savings spreadsheet so you see how close you are to reaching your vacation budget goal. If you're tracking a lot of savings funds like a vacation budget goal and a birthday party budget goal, this sinking funds spreadsheet for up to 20 funds and up is great to track your savings progress. Cutting down expenses. The best way to save money for your vacation is by cutting down your expenses. Take a closer look at your current budget and identify areas where you can reduce your spending. Here are some ideas to get you started. Cut back on eating out and cook more meals at home. Cancel subscriptions or memberships you're not using. Reduce your energy bills by turning off lights and unplugging electronics when not in use. Shop around for better rates on your cell phone and internet bills, insurance policies, and other recurring expenses. By making a few spending habit changes, you can save a significant amount of money that can be put toward your vacation fund. Remember, saving money for your vacation requires discipline and commitment. But with some planning and effort, you can make your dream vacation a reality. Finding deals and discounts. When planning your vacation budget, finding deals and discounts can help you save significant money. Here are some tips on how to find the best deals for your next trip. Off-season travel. One of the easiest ways to save money on vacation is to travel during the off-season instead of the peak season. This is the time of year when there are fewer tourists, and prices for flights, hotels, and activities are generally lower. For example, if you're planning a trip to Europe, consider picking travel dates in the fall or winter instead of a summer vacation. Not only will you save money, but you'll also avoid the crowds and have a more authentic locals experience. Package deals. Another way to save money is to book a package deal. Many travel agent companies offer packages that include a discounted rate for flights, hotels, and activities. This can be a great option if you're looking for an all-inclusive vacation or traveling with a group. It's always crucial to compare prices and read the fine print before booking for the best deal. Rewards and points. If you have a credit card that offers rewards or points, you can use them to save money on your vacation. Many credit card companies have travel credit cards that offer points, discounts, or miles that can be redeemed for flights, hotels, and other travel expenses. Additionally, some hotels and airlines have loyalty programs offering frequent travelers perks and discounts. Check your credit card rewards balance before booking your trip to see if you have enough points to cover some or all of your expenses. Remember to plan and compare prices to get the best deal possible. Emergency fund. When you're planning a vacation budget, it's important to remember to set aside money for unexpected emergencies. No one wants to think about things going wrong on their trip, but it's always better to be prepared just in case. An emergency fund is a separate amount of money for unexpected expenses. This can include medical bills, lost luggage, a missed flight, and rising gas prices. Having this fund in place is essential so that you don't have to dip into your regular vacation budget to cover these expenses. How much you should set aside for your emergency fund depends on a few factors, such as how long your trip is and your planned activities. A good rule of thumb is to set aside around 10% of your vacation budget for emergencies. It's vital to make sure that your emergency fund is easily accessible when you need it. Consider keeping it in a separate bank account or a separate envelope in your wallet. You can even have a separate debit card just for that account. This way, you won't accidentally spend the money on something else. Remember, an emergency fund is not for regular vacation expenses like food and lodging. It's only for unexpected emergencies. It's also a good idea to have travel insurance as an emergency backup in case something comes up that you have to cancel your trip or cut it short. By setting aside a little extra money for emergencies, you can have peace of mind knowing that you're prepared for anything that might come your way during your trip. If you're looking to track your emergency fund, here's my emergency fund tracker printable that has a specialized $1,000 emergency fund tracker. Post-vacation analysis. After returning from your vacation, it's essential to take some time to reflect on your spending and evaluate how well you stuck to your budget. This post-vacation analysis will help you identify areas where you overspent and areas where you were able to save money. Review your receipts and credit card statements to see how much you spent on transportation, lodging, food, and activities. Make a list of all your expenses and categorize them accordingly. This will help you see where your money went and which categories you may need to adjust for future vacations. Next, compare your actual spending to your budget. Did you stay within your budget for each category? If not, what caused you to overspend? Did unexpected expenses come up? Or did you underestimate the cost of certain items? Once you've identified areas where you overspent, think about how you can adjust your budget for your next vacation. Can you cut back on certain activities or find cheaper lodging options? Are there ways you can save money on food or transportation? On the other hand, if you were able to stay within your budget or even come in under budget, think about what worked well for you. Did you find a great deal on lodging or activities? Did you pack your own snacks to save money on food? Note these strategies and try to replicate them on future vacations. Overall, the post-vacation analysis is valuable for improving your vacation budget planning. By reflecting on your spending and identifying areas for improvement, you'll be better equipped to plan and budget for your next vacation. Final thoughts. So there you have it, your ultimate guide to vacation budget planning. Remember, a fabulous getaway doesn't have to come with a side of financial regret. With a sprinkle of planning and a dash of savvy, you can sip that piña colada without worrying. Cheers to making memories and keeping money in your pocket where it belongs. If you're interested in more travel insights, here are additional tips on how to travel with your family on a budget. If you're looking for a ready-made vacation budget template with a packing list, itinerary list, etc., here's a vacation planner spreadsheet with an extensive budget, packing list, and itinerary list. Visit shopmommoneymap.com for more information.